Okay guys, so this is the deal. I've been given a project for college there. I'm doing an application to run this thing from National Instruments. It's a hand dynamometer. I'll just give you a quick rundown of how it's running. So basically we go up here. Let me just pick our age, pick our gender, and we hit run. Now the idea that I'm having is that if someone was to go through this and decide that their data wasn't good enough for them, that when they get to this stage, basically here they can move that around, they can take a look at the mean and the standard deviation and all that crack in between those 2 points. But at the point I'm trying to get to is if they get to this stage and say they don't like their data and they want to restart that test, what I want to do is I want to come over to the file and go to restart test, hit that button. When I hit it, it will obviously just go back to the start of the beginning of that test. There's also a button there that I want to do where it's restart app, where it just goes to the very beginning of the app without actually exiting the application. That's the idea of what I want to do. See, as you can see here, it then says left hand test, so obviously there'll be a left hand, you know. This is halfway through. There's also going to be right fingers, left fingers. It's just what I've been asked to do. And obviously now you can go to the graph and you can pick between your last 2 runs and you can compare them and all that crack. The user interface, in case anyone was interested, is one called Military. I found it on the LabVIEW user interface interest group. It's doing the trick quite nicely, gave me the inspiration I need to make this thing look nice. So basically I'll give you a look at the code as well over here. It's huge. It's fairly big, like, you know, we've got, it's like this would be the first, like if I was going to restart to the beginning of the app, this is where I'd want to be going. If I was coming to the restart to the very first sequence within a sequence, and then it goes into the next sequence. It checks to see if right hand was selected, as they select whether they want to do right hand, left hand, right fingers, left fingers. They can choose not to do one, they can choose only to do one, they can choose only to do 4. So first, the first sequence it asks whether or not that's good there. If so, this is the first sequence within right hand. And then takes its ratings, plots out the statistics, and it'll just set the charts back to 0 and the graph back to 0. The idea is if someone would press, say, at this stage when they're looking in between the data and in between the 2 points, the 2 cursors, basically that if they hit the reset test, that this would bring them back to here, to the beginning, or even better, it would bring them back to a state where they'd have to hit the play button again. I can obviously stick in a sequence at the very beginning where they have to hit the play button to get it going, and then obviously the next one, it's pretty much the same thing. Looks for the left data, is it there, or left hand test. If so, it does all the same kind of crack. Yes, the idea is to get that restart test button on the go and restart app. Any ideas of how to do that? Obviously I'm thinking I'm probably going to need a case structure. Check to see if the menu setting was checked by hitting it, you know, and if it's checked, then run the reset kind of thing is what I'm thinking. I just don't know exactly how to implement that. Any ideas on how to do that would be well appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.